watching the rain and the sleet and the drizzle over the last little while. However, that doesn't change the fact that 2016 was one of the worst drought periods for our region in a significant amount of time. We have with us Holly Ship-Clark. She is the Stewardship Coordinator for Kawartha Conservation. Thanks for being here, Holly.
Thanks for having me.
What is the concern going forward now into this new season, into this new year, when we consider these water conditions for our region?
2016 was a really difficult year for farmers and for really anybody who relies on groundwater, so anyone with a well. And so going forward, we want to lessen the impact for any future drought conditions that might occur in 2017 or beyond.
I think a lot of people had a problem kind of dealing with that as it went on and progressed, and you kind of see the lasting effects of it as it, even into the winter, people are seeing still effects right now and probably into next year.
Certainly, it takes a long time to recover from those significant drought conditions. Even though we're seeing rain right now, we don't know what to expect in the future. So we want to take actions now to, as I say, prevent those really negative impacts from occurring again.
So Kawartha Conservation is creating a workshop specifically geared to the agricultural sector. And I mean, this is not only happening here, but you're doing this in Quinte West as well, correct?
Certainly. We're not doing it alone. We have some fantastic partners. We're working with the City of Kawartha Lakes. We're working with OMAFRA and Ministry of Environment and Climate Change and other conservation authorities to develop and deliver these two full-day workshops that will be offered in Quinte West and Fenelon Falls in January.
What kind of things will you be showcasing or teaching people, hoping that they take away from something like this?
We'll have lots of experts and representatives from local organizations talking about everything from helping people understand what the conditions were in 2016 and the impacts and what it all meant, to how to measure how much water you have on your property. Because if you know what you have, if you know what you're working with, it's a lot easier to manage that resource. So that'll be a big part of the workshop is basically coming up with a good plan for farmers and other land users to manage that resource well, so that when conditions become low, they have things relatively under control. We'll also be talking about what you should or shouldn't do when your well goes dry, and things to consider if you're considering digging a pond on your property to retain some of the water when it's available.
What shouldn't you do if your well goes dry?
Oh dear. Well, you certainly shouldn't put more water into your well, and that's something that
People do that all the time.
They do it all the time, so it's not practical because that water isn't going to stay there. A lot of that water that you pour into the well is going to dissipate. It's better, if possible, to use something like a cistern or a static water capturing unit.
Okay, good point. You have a team of experts in different areas that are part of this. Before we get to that, who needs to be part of this kind of a workshop? It's on the 30th in Quinte West and on the 31st of January in Fenelon Falls for this region. Who do you see primarily will be at that workshop?
So we're inviting anybody who has an interest in the topic of water, anybody who has any concerns about water supply and drought conditions. It is geared specifically to farmers, so any type of farmers, whether you have crops or livestock, come on out. We also would encourage local decision makers and municipal staff members to come, because that gives them an opportunity to learn about what the community experienced last year and to learn some more information about what we're recommending.
Definitely, I could see it being beneficial for a lot of different people, because even though farmers may be the most impacted, certainly you saw it in the day-to-day, like you said, the wells are dry. Everyone has been encouraged to conserve water throughout the year and those sorts of things, and definitely you could see it being beneficial in that way too.
Absolutely.
So what are you looking for people to participate? I mean, we're going to put your website up and the Twitter handle for Kawartha Conservation, which is leading this project. This is a day-long affair, correct?
Yes, the program begins at 10 o'clock in the morning and it goes until 2:45. There's a number of presentations throughout the day, and lunch will be provided. There is a $20 registration fee for the event, and we ask that anyone interested pre-register by January 24th.
Okay. Perfect timing. And again, this is Holly Ship-Clark. She's the Stewardship Coordinator for Kawartha Conservation. You can talk to her about the workshop, and you can also speak with her about accessing the many experts that are also at Kawartha Conservation. Thank you very much, Holly, for this.
Thank you.
I'll try to get some more rain in the forecast for you, Holly.
Thank you.
Okay.